Hi everyone, it's me Alex, and I just decided to make a video. This time not on actually making anything, but the actual reason why um, it's kind of you're at an advantage when you make your tools. One reason why it's a good thing that you can make your tools is that it's cheaper. If you're a poor folk like me, you have like one job and you have other things that you have to spend your money on, like bills, groceries, stuff like that. Making your tools is usually going to be cheaper than it is to buy them. Now, I'm not saying that bought stuff is bad and that you shouldn't buy anything and you should make all of your tools. Because frankly, I don't know how to work with metal beyond painting it or something like that. So I didn't make any of my Athames beyond painting something or something like that. And so I think, of course, you should buy things that you really cannot make yourself. But sometimes when it comes down to it, it's cheaper. I mean, some I've seen like altar cloths, and they're gorgeous. They're beautiful. If you want them, then of course go ahead and buy them. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna say you shouldn't. But if you can make it, usually it's cheaper to do so. Um, I highly encourage looking at the shops and everything that are out there and supporting them. And cause, like I said, I bought my estimates because I can't make them, I can't carve or anything like that. Sorry. Uh, but definitely support them. If you have a favorite store that you like to go to or something like that, or one that you order offline, because there are some that have them online. I think of course, go ahead and do that. Another advantage of making your tools is that it puts your energy into your tools, and they're yours. You don't really have like if you buy something, you have to purify it, consecrate it, stuff like that. If you're making your tools, you're making your tools with your intent behind it. Like if you're gonna make your own, say, pinnacle or something like that, you're putting your energy into it. It takes time. You really have to work on it, and it's kind of like a spell, but you don't have to do circle or anything like that. And you're working on it. It's yours, and then when you're done, you're usually gonna be happier with the results, if you've spent time on it. So that's why I really like making tools. Not only that, it's relaxing to do, arts and crafts every so often. Get away from the rat race. It's nice to be able to get away from the TV. I listen to podcasts and music while I'm making my tools. It's excuse me. It's nice to be able to do that. To not sit in front of the TV or have to worry about work or anything like that. Not only that, it helps with creativity. If you have kids, and more than likely if you have kids, you're probably raising them pagan or something like that. They can get on the action too. They can make their own little tools and everything like that. Um, you can teach them, skills. If you have a sewing machine and they can sew a straight line, they can technically make their own curtains. It's something. It's a skill. Um, sure, painting, with stencils and stuff like that isn't like a usually a job marketable skill, but it can be. You can teach your kids to, you know, make their own things. So for like class projects and stuff, they can probably go into like the store and be like, oh yeah, I know, you know, and it's gonna probably be a little bit easier for them. Not to mention, it's also pretty good family time. If you're sitting there painting your own altar or, sewing and embroidering or painting your own cloth, your kids can do it with you and you can have fun. It's um something that's not involving a lot of money. You're not having to pay like $10 to go to a movie. I mean, of course, go to movies or whatever. But, it's good quality, fun family time for something that's relatively cheap, something that your kids are going to be proud of. I don't have any kids, but that's what I plan on doing with my own since I like to paint and stuff like that. And my mom did it with me, and I really enjoy it. Um, and that's pretty much some of the good reasons to make your tools. Um, if you're having a hard time with some create like being creative, what I recommend doing is looking online at stuff, you know. Um, I look online to see like, well, what does this one look like and stuff like that, and then I might go out and buy, something to make it look kind of like that, or I might just be like, oh, that's a cute idea, and then spin off on my own. That's what I normally do when I'm looking to make something different, or take a skill that you already have. Like if you already, make candles, and you can make your own candles for ritual or whatever, or something like that. Um, and I had craft books like to paint glass and stuff like that that I used when I made my own candle holders. So really, it's um hmm, I lost my train of thought there. But anyways, that's some of the reasons why making new tools is usually a good idea versus buying them. But of course, if you feel better buying your own tools, then of course do that. But it's all up to you. All right, thanks. If you have any questions, just ask.